Now, we have been to the sewers before. We had those weird, zombie, fleshy...
Objection! Sweetest Hootie, I'm coming for that booty. Yep.
Alright, welcome back to our post-apocalyptic zombie adventure, starring our girl, Juno, and thus far, things have been going pretty well. However, I've been warned that the next area coming up is going to be hell.
Ooh, that's bad.
Another thing I was told by you guys as well, and this is one that I will be doing for a fact, and that is a couple of you kind of threw it my way. Falcon, you know the scenes where Juno meets her tragic demise? And she does indeed meet her tragic demise. But I've been told some of us want to see that, so what if you at least put that on your Patreon?
That's good.
And you know what? That is not a bad idea, so thank you. That's a very actually exquisite idea. So, we're going to continue playing this game as we normally have been, obviously. But the scenes where Juno meets her tragic demise, I will put those on Patreon just as a bit of an extra. Just the scene itself, it'll be there. I will obviously word it out and everything, but we'll continue rolling here how we have been. That said, let's actually get underway over here. We have apparently tattered notes. By the way, here's one thing about this game that I must explain to you. It's a very, very basic RPG Maker game, obviously. But, the writing of the story is actually surprisingly good. My old ma always used to say, if you can't make heads or tails of a situation, try writing it down and ruminating over your written words. Well, no time like the present, I guess. The name's Gordon. I've been a park ranger here at Cold Pines for close to 21 years. Even way out here in the middle of the wilderness, I've been getting the news. They're saying a big old plague or such is spreading, turning people into insane, beast-like things. People have been reacting to the news in all manner of ways. Lots of folks, sensing hard times ahead, have brought their pet dogs into the woods and abandoned them here, hoping for the best. Others, deciding that the safest place to be in times and is well away from other folk, have pitched camp in the middle of the woods, hoping these troubles will pass them by way out here. I can't speak for everyone but myself, but in my opinion, well, there's strength in unity, I think. Hiding out here alone doesn't seem like a very good solution to me. I think I'll head south. There's a place near here that's been declared a government-protected sanctuary zone, Brookside, which is where we're heading ourselves. I think it was called. Yeah, I think that's where I'll go. So here's Park Ranger Gordon Smith, signing off. And I suppose that's kind of like a bit of a warning for us of things to come. So the bad times I was told about is going to involve more dogs, good. Oh, it's going to be completely dark too, isn't it? I'm going to need to turn on my flashlight if I'm going to have any hopes of finding a way out of here. Well, luckily we have 4 batteries. And our gun is ready to go. Okay, how do I fire again? That's a very good point. I have no idea how to fire anymore. Okay, Dogman, I actually do not know how to fire my weapon at you. Do-over, please. Is it do-over? We fire with A. Okay, look, I don't think I've even shot anybody in this game until now. So I forgot, okay? I just forgot. Turn the light on, let's go at it again. Okay, come on, Doggles. Nut up. It's time to nut up, buddy. Luckily for the Doggos, it seems that 1 bullet is enough, which is great. See, and these are the campgrounds they talked about. Rations. Battery is good. I mean, I suppose I could probably just sort of run towards wherever the exit might be. But we missed out on all the goods here. And maybe even more story lore, which is what I really like about this game, the story thus far. Up, 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 up. There was two noises of, there you are. We have a vehicle here. Go in. A car? I could use this to drive out of the woods. If I have all the necessary parts, that is. Oh, good. What are we missing here? Keys? It's always keys, isn't it? Find the car key, find fuel, load the car with fuel and escape. Okay, so 2 items that we must find. We're down to 3 batteries. Any more doggos? Oh. A badly savage corpse peppered with bite marks. There's something being clutched in the bloody fist. Oh, sweet! So you were the dude. This looks like a terrible place. There are a series of pipes here, which appear to be connected to the interior of this building. Several gas canisters are located close by, marked with biohazard warning symbols. Their labels read, Warning, fumigant becomes highly toxic at highly concentrations in enclosed spaces. Okay, so obviously this is just letting us know straight up there's danger in there, so I see no reason why we would not connect the gas to the pipes. Juno links the gas canisters to the pipeline and hears a distant hissing sound as high volumes of gas are directly vented into the building. Okay, so I imagine now we should be safe. Juno opens the door, releasing a thick cloud of pungent smoke that billows past her, making her duck out of the way while coughing madly. Ugh, my eyes are stinging. Ooh, yeah, this would have been terrible. Let's turn off the battery, or at least the flashlight because we don't need it. This would have been bad, though. There's a ton of doggos in here that already apparently ripped their people apart. More batteries, good. Rations. Fuel. Oh, fuel! We can get out of here now. And batteries. Juno gets inside the car and twists the key into the ignition, causing the engine to roar to life. The headlights come on and she takes off. Now what's next here? Driving minigame? I hope not. The drive back home is drowned in the silence of the night, occasionally punctured by a savage howl or two, as canine predators hidden in the shadows watch their prey escape. Soon, Juno reaches the familiar outskirts of Brookside, but something is off. The lights are faded out in the sanctuary and barely visible. An eerie atmosphere permeates the air. Juno brings the car to a halt right outside the sanctuary's borders and slowly disembarks. You mean to tell me that even though I'm in Brookside where we're supposed to be safe, it's no longer safe now? Well, so much for us carrying that antivirus, huh? Why is it so quiet? The unmistakable smell of death and decay hang in the air, mixed in with the acrid stench of smoke. Something is terribly wrong. One thing before I forget, people also told me that these pistol packs that I got, I need to actually pop them open for them to be part of my inventory here, so thanks a lot for that. I guess I just bought them and never really actually cracked them open. Oh god. This can't be. After all the effort. Brookside is... No, I can't lose hope. I've made it this far. I gotta figure out what happened here and see if I can find any other survivors. Well, does that mean that we're gonna have Zambonis roaming around? We could go off to the right. I mean, my first thought would be to go to the building where the government, whatever, was running the thing. Wasn't it here? This was the building, right? I mean, if this was the building, it seems that they basically locked themselves in there, barricaded themselves in there. Oh, there's people here. Heads up! Here comes another one. No, I'm not a zombie. Wait, don't shoot, I'm human. What the? Hold your fire, it's a survivor. Jeez, I didn't come all this way only to get shot in the face. Pardon us, but I'll be damned, we never expected any survivors would be coming through here. There's a whole pack of those infected dogs roaming around yonder. How the fuck did you even manage to get in here in one piece? I dealt with dogs. Damn, lady. Now ain't you an asset we could use around here? Come on through now. We'll close the barricade behind you. Thanks. Can't say how glad I am that there's still some of the sanctuary left at least. Well, ain't much left, to be totally honest with you. Lost a good many men, even more civilians, and a good chunk of the sanctuary of the uprising. Uprising? You didn't know? Where the hell have you been, under a rock? Outside of the sanctuary, in fact. I was abandoned during an outing, left for the infected, but I survived. And now I'm here and I have something very important to give to Dr. Peters. Is he still here? My god, yes, he's still here. He's top priority VIP during the evacuation. I'm sure he'll want to speak with you immediately. Just head to the back, to the big white building to your back, and we'll welcome home. At least to what's left of it. The safe zone's out to still be safer than being stuck out there by yourself. Thank you. I mean, I'm looking around for any goods, so I guess I'm seeing those shinies out here. So I guess we could forget that. Would this be where the doctor's at? Oh, here we go, some shinies. Found some bleach. We could go back into the sewers. Yikes, I'm not going down there. I mean, chances are you probably will. I guess for now we just gotta get in line then. Line ain't moving fast enough. Can I just skip the line? Oh, I can. Oh, you guys must be unhappy about this. Okay, so this is probably where our boy is at, huh? Dr. Peters. You seem like a doctor over there, bald man. Look, y'all don't understand the problem here, sure. We got cars, and we got fuel stores. But have you taken a look at the highway recently? If you haven't, let me enlighten you. They're clogged with traffic, jammed up for miles on end. Is it possible to go off-road? Sure, if you want to hit a tree within the first 5 minutes. On either side of the roads, it's just dense forestation, there's no way. But we can't just stay here. The perimeter shrinks every day, and every day we linger, the infected only grow in numbers. Sophia's right. The safe zone will not hold out for long. We have neither the manpower nor the supplies needed to maintain our position. But there must be a way. What about those vehicles we use for the outings? The ones that drive ahead of the convoy and clear the road? The APCs? That could certainly work. It's equipped with heavy obstacle clearance plates in the front. Yeah, of course, an APC would do the trick. Except we don't have it here, and we can't spare any men to get it. Oh gee, I wonder who's gonna go and get an APC now. Dr. Peters, I have a delivery for you from Dr. Zara and Feinstein over at the Hamilton Square Hospital. Feinstein and Zara? How is that possible? Juno, is that you? The one and only. What's going on here? That traitor Gavin, he said you were lost in the outing. He wishes I was lost there. Wait, traitor? God, you have no idea what's happened since you've gone. I guess I'm gonna have to try and bring you up to speed. Well, I've got a story to tell too. Juno tells those gathered at the table what had truly inspired during their fateful outing into West Greer. She tells of her journey back to Brookside and en route her meeting with Dr. Feinstein and Zara before presenting the sample to Dr. Peters. When her tale is done, almost everyone at the table looks aghast, but Natasha's expression is one of fury. That bastard! How dare he do such a thing to you? Trust me, if I find him, he'll regret the day he tried to fuck with me. Quite literally. Must have been planning it for some time. When the uprising began, almost half of the police force was already on his side. Those that he knew weren't his men. He tried to maroon on the way back from the outing. He stopped the convoy halfway and ordered some of us out of the cars to investigate something in the bushes. I was among those he sent out. I had my misgivings, but little did I know what he was about to do. As soon as we were far away enough, Gavin and his band of bastards opened fire on us, killing some of us and forcing the rest of us to seek cover. Then they took the rest of the vehicles and escaped. I lost nearly half of my squad getting back to Brookside. But on my return, I found most of the sanctuary had gone up in flames. I can explain that. When Gavin and his lackeys returned, they declare a coup. He had already arranged for the rioters in Stanton to be on his side. Black market dealer named Billy helped him with that shit, I believe. Billy. But then, Gavin and Billy had a falling out. The rioters, you see, were realizing quickly that vengeance on the suits didn't sate their hunger. Billy wanted to access the supply store. Gavin refused. When Billy insisted, Gavin turned the guns on Billy. And that's when things got ugly. While Gavin was gunning down Billy's men, that nutjob Billy went and detonated homemade bombs all across the sanctuary. I think his logic was, if he was going to go down, then Gavin was going to go right down with him. We're also badly undermanned. We can't spare any men with the perimeter, but we must locate an APC that would be vital to our efforts to escape. I can look for the APC. Gee, who would have seen that one coming? Oh, it's been a while since I slept somewhere that hasn't been ransacked or bloodstained. Now I need to find that APC. The safe zone doesn't look like it's going to be in the best shape as well. I could talk to the others and see if they need help, although that would be entirely optional. If I were to do that, I should speak to Dr. Peters, Sophia, Cassie, and Natasha. They seem to be the ones in charge around here. So we literally have... they've literally told us these are just optional things you might want to do if you want. I imagine by doing them, maybe we get like a better ending. I think there's multiple endings to this game too, so probably by doing it, we would get the best ending. Well, let's start off with Sophia and Dr. Peters, I guess. Oh, hello, Juno. As you can see, the situation's pretty dire down here. I can't believe we're even having to turn away patients, but we're at maximum capacity. Any more patients clustered in one area like this would do more harm than good. Is there anything I can do to help? The main problem is that we've lost running water. During the uprising, the fire in Stanton must have somehow cut it off. You're an engineer. Maybe you could locate the source of the problem and hotfix it something? I could give it a shot. Thank you. You'd be doing an untold amount of good if you managed to fix it. The water plant used to be just past Stanton, but there's no way to get there from the surface anymore. What I told you about the sewer system, I told you. Now then, at least there's light here. Now, we have been to the sewers before. We had those weird, zombie, fleshy, bulbous things wandering about. Right?
Sweetest Hootie, I'm coming for that booty. Yep.
Seeing as we have a giant crocodile there, I am pretty sure this might be one of the, Juno demise scenes. So, if you'll excuse me. So let's actually play this correctly now. I'm curious as to how many bullets it would probably take to bring this down, though. I imagine probably a lot. It's my concern. So maybe this is something where I need the shotgun, is what I'm thinking. Ooh. One shotty to the face is indeed enough to bring this big bad boy down. For now, though, let's go back to the pistol just in case. And see what we got. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me?
Got him!
See, now I'm curious as to how many bullets it would take without a shotgun to bring one of these guys down. I guess we could find out. I mean, I unloaded on this guy, but at least a clip it felt like, right? More electronic parts. Like, I feel like I have enough of those, but, I don't know where the destination is to actually get this thing fixed. I know I saw another shiny off to the left. This is a ladder going up. Oh, it brought me to, like, a safe house somewhere. The rioters have seized control and the police force has betrayed us. The government is in shambles. My superiors are either dead or dying slowly under horrible torture. I've locked myself in my apartment and blockaded the door. I can hear the rioters jeering at me from outside. I'm a high-ranking bureaucrat. I am society's elite. How dare they? I will not be taken alive. No, I refuse to die without the dignity I deserve. When they break through these doors, they'll find something. They'll find nothing but my drugged and drunken corpse with my middle fingers up. I mean, that's one way to go down, I would say, huh? Are you fast, or... No, you're not fast, thankfully. Perfect. Oh, this must be it? Yep. Now, any dangers here, I wonder? We got some bleach. Got some notes. Bleach again, and a WTP keycard. Which I'm probably sure we'll need to probably pop something open. I find it hard to believe, that's probably when you use a keycard. I find it hard to believe there's gonna be, like, no dangers here. I mean, come on. Looks like the main entrance. Yeah, we don't want to go out through there. I got a key component. Oh, it didn't require the keycard? Surprise. Looks like one of the energy points. Doesn't seem like it's running, though. Circuitry probably got fried during the uprising. 5 parts required? I mean, we should easily have more than enough, right? And done. Okay, 1 down. Any more, or is that it? Seems there's to be 1 more over there. Then we probably use this thing here in the middle to turn everything on. One of the components is missing, which we already got. Put it in. Okay. So circuit's in. Key component in. Let's give it a whirl. The sound of massive machines springing into action fills the air with loud, lurching metallic groans. The noise is deafening, so much that it could probably be heard from miles away. Oh shit. It's gotta attract some unwanted attention. Just in case.
Nope.
Am I gonna get rewarded now? Oh, Juno. Juno's promptly engulfed in a warm hug. Good to see you too. Just wanted to let you know the water. Yes, the taps are flowing again. Oh, thank God. Clean running water is the backbone of a medical treatment. You seriously don't miss. You don't miss it till it's gone. And public access to water is sure to lift morale around here. You've done such a great deed, Juno. Here, take these. It's a new antifungal remedy Dr. Peters cooked up to help stave off the infection. And here, let me take a look at you. We'll get you all sorted out. You could benefit from an IV and maybe some supplements. Hang on. Let me cook something up. Infection has been completely purged. I mean, I didn't have any, but sure. Morale permanently increased by 25. Now that's actually good because it helps me struggle out of grabs Alright. And done. Good luck out there, Juno. I hope that it helped, even if just a little. Yeah, I definitely like the morale increase. So, what is this suppressant? Oh, it just reduces the infection when you do get it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to my quarters and get some rest here. And we should call it an episode here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. We shall come back and do a bit more. We'll try to get all these side quests done because I'm pretty sure that'll lead us to the best ending. So they're also kind of fun and we get to see more demise scenes, obviously. I'll catch you guys next time.